Okay, so what do we want to do for an intro then?
I'm easy.
Go with your idea.
Yeah?
You got to do it.
I wasn't even going to... The thing is, I was only going to say it. I wasn't even going to sing it.
All right,
Anyone wants to sing
go
it.
on.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside, you know you're listening to the Zamboni Wrestling Podcast. Hosted by... Anyone?
Oh, that was the best delivery that could have possibly had of that entire thing.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Hosted by the Mark of Zorinor.
And hosted by...
Nick Bartlett.
Who is back?
Be back, baby.
I am indeed back from the shelf.
And is hosted by me, a Mr. Toby Smash.
Yeah.
Oh, and this time we've got a double feature for you, baby. Because we're not just predicting one, we're predicting 2 pay-per-views in the same show.
They're going to have a tag team match. Oh, sorry. I carried away.
Tag team player.
We've used that joke once already.
Oh, damn it.
Can't beat that dead horse.
Hey,
I mean, it
Teddy
worked
Long
for
beat it for
Vince
years.
Well, he did. He did.
It worked for him for years, so we can steal it.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 shows to predict. 5 for NXT Takeover New York, and currently, because there's still 3 days left, they could still announce another one. But currently 16.
15 according to the Wikipedia article.
Okay, 15 WrestleMania matches.
Which is just fucking
That's
mental.
a lot of wrestling.
20 matches we have to predict this time, people. So I hope you've had your thinking caps on and you know who you think's winning what. Because we're not going to have time to mull it over in this particular instance. So let's just go balls deep into it, shall we?
Sure.
Damn right.
NXT Takeover New York. 5 matches on the card.
Yep.
5 titles. These are all title matches, as they usually tend to be. At most, because most takeovers are only 4 matches, aren't they?
Yeah, they are usually, yeah.
Unless it's War Games and if champions are in that, then...
I think the last one was 4 titles and a random sort of exhibition / grudge match.
Yeah, but that wasn't that the 3-second Cassius Ohno Matt Riddle match.
Potentially.
And then it was just, right, under the title matches.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so we've got tag team titles in a bog standard tag team title match.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a fatal 4-way for the women's title. And then 3 one-on-one matches. So I'll leave it up to you where you want to start.
Start in the card order, I guess. Start with the tag team title match.
Okay, so that would be Hanson and Rowe, the War Raiders, defending their NXT Tag Team Championships against the team that I have affectionately dubbed Blackachet. Alistair Black and Ricochet in what seems to be like the 20th tag team title shot they've had in the last month. Surely they're going to win one. And obviously we'll go into that in a little bit as well.
Yeah.
I don't think this will be the one that they win.
I don't either.
They're both on the way out the door of NXT. There's no way they're going to win the tag team titles.
This is Blackachet you're referring to.
Blackachet, yeah. I don't see them winning this.
I completely agree. They're still showing up on Raw even this week with the NXT colour banner on their name, but I reckon Monday coming after Mania, that'll disappear.
Yeah.
I'm thinking also that this is an open shut win for the War Raiders. Personally, I don't see Ricochet and Alistair Black picking up the win here. That'll be their first proper loss, won't it?
I think so, yeah.
Instead of being like the team that didn't get pinned or losing in a count out or DQ or some rubbish, Blackachet will finally take a defeat.
Yep.
So that'll be a halt on their momentum.
Unless it goes to a dusty finish.
Do you want to see that though?
Not
Black
really.
and Ricochet's last match, a dusty finish.
No, I want it to be a shut case.
And I can't see any reason why the War Raiders would do, unless it's going to be outside interference from some douchebag.
Maybe someone attacking the War Raiders to
or
establish
we
their-
might have a new team debut out of nowhere. Who knows?
Or we might get the
knows?
Forgotten Sons that your favourite NXT tag team.
To be fair, after watching the Dusty Classic, it was like, right, okay, you've finally given me a reason to pay attention to you
Fair
now.
enough. Yeah.
You remember
can
them
go,
now.
oh, well, you can't remember something that didn't exist to begin with. That's why their gimmick is stupid. So, yeah. War Raiders then, yes?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Dick.
that is a solid prediction of the War Raiders winning from us. So, what's next? I'm guessing next on the card is either UK or NA.
UK from my listing. Pete Dunne versus Walter. I am so looking forward to this.
The ring general, Walter, the Austrian anomaly, challenges the bruiserweight Pete Dunne, who is only just shy of his 700-day title reign as the United Kingdom champion.
How shy of the 700 days is he? Like, he won't make it by Friday, will he?
No. It's something like 20 odd days, I think. Something like that.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
it's a shame because I think he'll lose.
Yeah, I think I'm very conflicted, but I think Walter's going to win. Like, especially if they want to build him as the monster that I think they want to, he's got to win this.
He's been there like a month.
Yeah.
And a bit. Oh, no, he hasn't. Obviously, he's been there since he appeared at Takeover, which was January, wasn't it? So it's been 3 months now. And there's been... he's had a fair few matches, showing off what he can do. He's not had like a proper full-on test of his ability. I'm sure he's amazing. I've never watched any of his other stuff. All I've seen is what he's done in NXT UK, and he's always been made to look super more powerful than everybody. Even when he wrestled like Joe Coffey, he still looked to like outclass him completely. And I just look at the two of them in the ring, and it's just like he could just fall on you, Pete, and not really have to think about it much further than that. So as much as I don't want this to be the result, I agree. Walter's going to win. And it pisses me off, because we talked about this in the last episode. It pisses me off that this will be the third time that we've crowned a UK champion, and in the second time of those three that it happened in America. Yeah.
Would be annoying.
And didn't happen here.
Yep.
Not pleased with any of that situation, to be fair. I think if the title was going to change hands, especially that title reign, it should happen in the UK.
Yeah.
Which is also why I kind of hope there's maybe a dusty finish to pull him to his 700 days, get it to the next UK takeover.
Maybe, but I think that would put a massive derailment in Walter's momentum if he does. And plus, to be fair, it's about time Pete Dunne moved on to other things, in my opinion. He's done pretty much all he can do. He's beaten just about everybody on that roster. Anybody who's worth putting in a title match with, he has beaten.
Yeah.
So he's just going to be putting over new guys, and they all need putting over, really.
Yeah.
So they can just do that amongst themselves, because there's nobody who's like super leading the pack. Over there, you've still got both Tyler Bate and Trent Seven to put heels over. You've got Jordan Devlin to put faces over, and the Grizzled Young Veterans, etc., etc. So I think Pete Dunne needs to move on to other things. But anyway, that's sidetracked. What's next?
Just a quick thing, homework regarding Walter. There's a match I'll link you guys to later. Him against Will Ospreay in Ireland. They did I think they went 30 or 40 minutes or something for the over-the-top wrestling title. I think it's the match I showed you.
It
was
sounds like the one you showed me. It was fucking brilliant.
I mean, Will Ospreay, fucking fantastic. But the two of them together put on a fucking incredible match.
Okay. So check that out.
Highly recommend. So next on the card, next on the list according to this is Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole.
Right. Okay. Well, this is just in any old fucking order.
Yeah. What are you doing, Wikipedia?
Let's talk about that last.
Okay. So it's skipping that one. Velveteen Dream, Matt Riddle.
For the North American Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I like how you're looking to me.
Are you uncertain as to what the outcome of this could be? Because I am.
I'm sure Dream's going to win. Like, this is his first proper defense. I don't know. Like, we're going to want to keep Matt Riddle strong, but I can't see Dream losing. Not necessarily into a title run.
I'm in a similar boat, but my vote's going to go with Riddle.
You do remember the circumstances of how he won the title, right? In real time, one day, in WWE time, a week, Johnny Gargano held the North American Championship, who Dream won it from. So to say it's too soon for Dream to lose it, Yeah, have you not been paying attention, Nick? You're right. You're totally right. I would love to see. I would totally love to see the Dream retain.
Yeah.
What makes me think maybe he won't is the fact that Riddle's undefeated.
Yeah.
And last takeover, we had someone who was undefeated lose in Bianca Belair to Shayna Baszler. Maybe they're going to repeat history again that quickly. In terms of circumstances, it's going to end up being a repeat, unless there's a dusty finish.
Yeah.
Where they either both get counted out, or both don't answer the count of 10 after being knocked down, or some shit, or one of them gets injured during the match, or someone interferes. I'm going to go with Riddle. But he might not necessarily win the championship. Or Dream might decide to flip back to being heel.
Yeah.
Because he has kind of been acting... I mean, it's hard to tell because it's just Dream. Being Dream. But like last week on NXT, obviously we haven't seen this week's yet, but last week he came out on a couch with two girls on either side of him while he watched Matt Riddle take on Kona Reeves. Not sure why he's even there. And yeah, it was a typical sort of heelish, cocky swagger. But that's the character Dream's always had, even when he's been faced. So, but yeah, I'm going to go with Riddle on this one, personally. I think that's my weakest prediction so far. But yeah, I'm going with Riddle.
Cool.
So we've got 2 Riddles and a Dream.
Yeah.
That sounds like the title of something.
Like, I'm 51.
That's the episode title right there.
Dream, yeah. I'm 51 to 49% on who it's going to be. I think it's just slightly Dream.
Okay. Right. So next it's got to be the women's 4-way.
Yeah, fatal 4-way. Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, Kairi Sane. I don't think it's going to be Baszler returning, personally. I think she's on her way up to the main roster pretty soon. I think she's done everything she needs to do in NXT. Over the others, fucked if I know.
So you don't think Baszler's retaining, but you can't pick a winner in our winners prediction show?
Probably. At a push, Shirai.
Tobe?
I reckon it's going to be Belair.
Really?
Having not watched any NXT TV, off what I can remember of these 4 people, I just on a complete gut feeling feel like it will be Bianca Belair.
Okay. Fair enough. I would have thought that they would have pulled the trigger on them last month if they were doing it. But you might be totally right. Baszler's been there like a year and a half now.
Yeah.
And there are less talented performers who have been there a fraction of the time who've been called up already.
Yeah.
So you're right. I think she should be going up to the main roster come the shake-up or whatever. But then I wonder what the fuck are they going to do with Duke and Shafir when she's gone. And as I've said, it's far too early for them to be coming up.
I think from what I've heard of rumours post-Mania, the rumour that I hear is obviously Baszler's going up, and then Shafir is going to be like a female member of the Undisputed Era.
And she's married to Roderick Strong.
Yeah. And then Duke's going to get a singles run.
Okay. I would have thought they would have stuck with the horsewomen angle a little bit longer. But whatever. I don't see Kairi getting it again.
No. She's had her opportunity. She's had her rematches.
She's already had... we've already had 1 2-time NXT Women's Champion. But that doesn't mean anything, because in the Shinsuke Joe feud, they both became 2-time NXT champions, in one after the other immediately in succession.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So Joe was the champion, Shinsuke beat him for it, Joe won it back and became the first ever 2-time NXT champion, and then Shinsuke immediately won it back again. And they're the only 2 guys to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah. They might do Sane, but I doubt it. As I said, I would have thought they would have done Belair last time if they were going to do it.
Yeah.
So my pick is Shirai. The only one that I'm certain isn't going to win is Sane. They're either going to keep Beta around because they haven't done enough with the rest of the division, and they need to keep someone, a big star in that division, because they haven't done a great deal. Apart from these 4, who else is there on that roster now?
Candice LeRae?
I cannot remember the last time I saw Candice LeRae wrestle on NXT TV.
Last time I saw her wrestle on NXT TV, granted I don't watch NXT every week, but it was against fucking Lacey Evans.
Yep, who's not there anymore.
Exactly.
So, yeah, you've got like Aaliyah and Vanessa Bourne and Tainara Conti or whatever her name is, and Mia Yim, but they haven't done enough with those. Okay, we know them from the Young Classic, but if people haven't been paying attention to that, then they don't know why they should be caring about these women yet. They've kind of done it with Mia Yim, and Dakota Kai is injured at the moment, so that doesn't help her. But yeah, while I think it's right that Baszler should go up, maybe they're not going to do it just yet. I just don't want Belair to win, so I'm going with Shirai.
I wouldn't be unhappy.
Her undefeated bullshit was annoying enough when it was true. It's not even true now, and she's still doing it.
Really?
Yes. Her logic is, because the referee was knocked down and she hit Shayna with her finisher and had her covered for more than 3 seconds and the ref was slow, that she would have won. So therefore, anything that happened after that isn't worth paying attention to, despite the fact she passed out in the Karafuda clutch, and her loss doesn't count because she would have won if the ref had been awake. So therefore, in her mind, she's still undefeated.
Oh, well, in that case, let's go back and change all the fucking records.
I mean, I would be a millionaire if I'd won the lottery.
Yeah, if my numbers had come out, then, you know. Right.
You picked the wrong numbers, guys.
That's the gimmick. I'm not justifying it. It's fucking stupid.
Oh my god.
So, yeah. Shirai, you're going to stick with your vote.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with my vote just because it's a gut feeling.
Okay. Two Shirai's and a Belair does not have the same ring to it as Two Riddles and a Dream, so we'll stick with the original episode name. Yeah. And now moving on to the main event.
Yep. Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole.
In a 2 out of 3 falls match for the vacant NXT Championship.
Now, there's a lot going on there already.
Yep.
So the title's vacant.
Yes, there's no private. This has had 3 weeks worth of build.
Damn.
Out of what originally would have been a 1.5 year long storyline ending.
Yep, they had to do a rapid change.
That's such a shame.
Yeah.
But you know that the two guys can go, so that's
no,
a good
yeah.
start.
But in terms of like figuring out storyline and how things are going, it's now right back up in the air again. You would have seen Gargano and Ciampa, and most people would have been like, it's gonna be Gargano. Ciampa's been the champion a while now. It's the only thing Gargano hasn't done. That's the way to end this feud, is with Gargano having his head held high, and with the title and being the ultimate victor after everything Ciampa's done to him.
Yeah.
Nope. Sorry, it's not happening. So it's now like, well, Cole hasn't done shit to him, so yeah, Cole can win if Cole wins. If we want Cole to win, we want Cole to win.
Yeah,
is what they're going to start doing. Do we want Cole to win or not?
Hmm.
So yeah, again, no idea. 2 out of 3 falls, love that.
Yeah, it's a great way of having a decisive ending.
Genuinely think this is going to be the best match.
Oh yeah, possibly of the weekend.
It's going to top that. Of the weekend, of the men, yes.
Yeah. I think so.
So yeah, but who do you think's going to win?
My gut says Adam Cole.
I was going to say exactly those words. Yeah, my gut says Adam Cole as well. Just, I mean, if answer me this: if Gargano wins, does that make him the first to win both?
He'll have won
either of these two would be the first to win both.
Yeah, I contend Adam Cole saying that, but when you say both, yes, both.
North American and
if Johnny Gargano wins, he'll have won every single title on the brand.
Except
he's been attacked.
Except the women's, which is fair.
Yeah. Well, obviously, come on.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I might see Jane Gargano up here at some point.
I mean, that's a pretty cool story. Him, being the Triple Crown winner of NXT,
and the only one.
Yeah.
Now, knowing the way WWE likes to post those things, there's an argument there.
Mm.
Yeah, but the other aspect to take into account is that prior to Ciampa's neck surgery, he was appearing on the main roster, wasn't he? Appeared on the main roster a couple of times. So are they going to turn around and go, sorry, Johnny, you don't get that one. You're going up now.
Yeah.
And they make Cole the champion.
Yeah. I mean, if they're going to build the Undisputed Era more post-Mania, it would make sense to have Cole with the title.
Who knows? Maybe they're just like, no, let's not send Johnny Gargano up. He is like the backbone of this brand.
Yeah. I mean, if he does go up,
but if you're going to send Cole, you've got to send the whole era, surely.
I mean, if he does go up, who have they got left in the main title picture now? That's the problem.
You could say that from either side.
Yeah.
Because obviously, even in that 5-way contenders match, it had to have Riddle and Dream in it.
Yeah.
And you just knew straight away, well, they're not going to win. They've got a match on the pay-per-view already. So, yeah, I know what you're saying. Keith Lee, maybe. Dominic Dijakovic, but he's done fuck all.
Yeah.
Who else is in their singles roster?
Oh, there's one name that I can think of.
Do not say Babatunde.
No.
Oh, right, right, sorry, my bad, yeah. I don't think he is.
The man, the myth, the legend, Eric Buchanan.
Yeah, I think it's a bit early to be putting him in the title picture.
Can I just confirm that he is this podcast's Man of the Year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's April and he's won it already.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody.
The race now is for second place.
Cool, so 3 Coles.
3 Coles.
I think so.
Baby!
Bye-bye. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad that we all came to a unanimous decision regarding that one.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that it's going to be a lot more varied. Or maybe not. Because a lot of the outcomes of the Mania matches seem to be pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, hell, let's just, be happy that the Cruiserweight Championship actually made it to the main card this year. Hey!
It's a fucking start.
That's good. Well, it says on the Wikipedia article it's pre-show, but fingers crossed it will actually be main card.
And the other thing to hope for is that potentially this will be the last match we ever have to watch either Batista or Triple H in. Hey!
Yeah.
I mean,
That's about it.
And maybe the last match for Brock.
Quick question.
Go on.
How many of these matches do you actually give a shit about?
Running through the list very quickly. Define give a shit about.
As in you actually want to sit through it and watch it.
Okay.
Not a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8.
Yeah, that's exactly the same number I've got. 8 out of 15.
8. And by any chance, are they the WWE Championship, the Women's Tag? I know this one won't be on your list. Roman and Drew.
No, well, yeah, that's not on there.
Yeah, and Bobby and Finn won't be on your list either.
No.
I've got Samoa Joe and Ray.
If that is the match.
Yeah. Miz and Shane, I think, will be good.
Yep.
And then Cruiserweight and Women's title on my list of 8.
Oh yeah, because you didn't have the SmackDown tag match originally. So
No, I didn't know.
Interested in
about
that?
I mean,
well, anyway, let's go through them. So we've got 2 Battle Royals on the pre-show.
Let's start with them.
Andre the Giant Battle Royal, Memorial Battle Royal, and the Women's WrestleMania Battle Royal.
Yeah, both are pretty throwaway, to be honest.
Nobody cares.
No.
Do you want me to run through the list of entrants? Or
No.
are we just going to
No.
say nobody cares?
Doesn't matter.
No.
Cool.
No. Everybody they couldn't be bothered to. I'm to be fair, I'm shocked the Hardy Boys are in there.
There's a couple of names, if I remember rightly, that I'm shocked are in it. Like, it's a shame Bobby Roode's in it, but I mean, he's been in the tag team with Chad Gable and he's had a million chances at the title or whatever. There was definitely somebody I read the name of. I think it probably was the Hardys. EC3. I mean, they're not doing anything with him, are they?
Finally, he's on TV, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, Jesus. And he's being used exactly the same way he was when he was Derek Bateman.
Yes, poorly.
Yeah.
Right.
Fucking criminal.
Strowman's in it, and there's two, whoever the hell they are, celebrities, right?
Quote unquote.
Strowman?
Probably. Has he won it before?
No.
Yeah, they probably.
Maybe Ali. Like the big guy very rarely wins these battle royals. Like I know Big Show won the inaugural one, but that was because they originally had him as kind of like son of Andre. You know, when he was the Giant, that was kind of his gimmick. My guess is probably Ali, or Mustafa Ali, as I will.
The artist formerly known as Mustafa Ali.
Fuck you, Vince.
Big fuck you, Vince. Stop.
Women's Battle Royal. It's going to have some NXT people in it.
Yeah.
Because they haven't got enough women.
Yeah.
Yeah, the list of confirmed entrants has no NXT people in it.
No, they don't. They never
Nikki
bother.
Cross.
They pick them at random. Nikki Cross has been called up.
This is a free agent.
Free agent-ish.
All right, well, whatever.
Well, that's what it is. Free agent according to the Wikipedia.
Maybe Asuka. Maybe they throw her a bone for the horrible treatment they've given her the last couple of months.
See, I put Asuka originally, but then I thought Lacey Evans, because apparently she's still supposed to be getting this super push, even though she hasn't done a damn thing yet.
Is she actually in the match?
I don't see her on the list.
I'm gonna say,
Is she not even in
according to this list, she's not in the match.
Oh, right, well, that's that then. Asuka.
Yep.
I mean,
She deserves something at least.
again, this is Wikipedia. She could well be in the match. Could this whole fucking thing be a build up to just before they start the match? Her music hits, she does the strut down, walks in, beats everyone, walks out. Like, I'd watch that. That'd be funny.
Yeah. I don't know.
I still think she's not going to be in this match, and I think there's going to be a random segment where she comes out with a load of people and does a catwalk down and back up again, and that's her.
Probably.
And I think that's going to be the
Hopefully
only
they'll just
appearance
merge it with the Elias segment somehow, so we don't have to have too much shite going on
Yeah, hopefully.
during this pay-per-view. Right, main card.
Yeah.
So, that consists of the Cruiserweight Championship, Tony Nese versus Buddy Murphy, a tag team fatal four-way match for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships, the Usos versus The Bar versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev versus... Hey, it's Blackachet again! Then we've also got the women's tag team title match, also defending the Fatal 4-Way, with the Boss and Hug Connection taking on... Is it the Divas of Doom?
Yeah,
Natalya and Beth Phoenix. The Botch Queens, Nia Jax and Tamina. And the Iconics! We've also got Roman Reigns in his solo pay-per-view return match. That's right, isn't it?
Yep.
Good. Versus the Scottish Psychopath, Drew McIntyre. We have an Intercontinental title match between Bobby Lashley and confirmed to also be the Demon, Finn Balor. So that pretty much tells you how that's going to go. Mm-hmm. Samoa Joe is going to defend the United States Championship against Rey Mysterio.
Not sure on whether that match is actually going to take place.
Well, he only sprained his ankle. It's not like he broke his leg. So
Who sprained their ankle?
Rey Mysterio.
Oh, God.
So Joe might have another opponent. So if that happens, obviously disqualify that when we're reviewing how well we did on our prediction show this time. Kurt Angle will be having his farewell match in his retirement tour versus the last person anybody wants to see him wrestle at WrestleMania, apparently, the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin. Batista will attempt to end Triple H's in-ring career in a no-holds-barred match. In a match that apparently is one of the most anticipated of the night. Those people need talking.
By who?
Yeah, not by me.
So not by anyone on this podcast.
The Miz will attempt to regain his father's honor from Shane McMahon in a Falls Count Anywhere match. The phenomenal AJ Styles will take on the Viper, Randy Orton. Kofi Kingston will attempt to put the cherry on top of an 11-year career by taking the Heavyweight Championship away from the waist of the new Daniel Bryan. Seth Rollins is going to be thrown around the ring for 30 minutes by Brock Lesnar, and whatever
You're giving it 30 minutes.
Whatever happens at the end happens. And for the first time in WWE history, WrestleMania will be main evented by a women's triple threat match for both the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championship, and is to be contested by the man, Becky Lynch, challenging the SmackDown Live Women's Championship, the Queen, Charlotte Flair, and the Raw Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey. So yeah, that's your card as it stands right now on Wednesday, the 3rd of April.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I got the date right. Excellent. So, that's the order. That's the order I wrote. So, as I've still got it in front of me, I'm going to lead us through it in that order, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it, man.
So, Tony Nese, in his hometown, forgot to mention that, will be challenging the juggernaut Buddy Murphy for the Cruiserweight Championship after winning the Cruiserweight tournament to crown the #1 contender.
Interesting.
Who do you think?
Tony Nese.
Nick?
Yeah, it's a shame the amount that Buddy Murphy's carried 205. It's a shame to see him lose it, but yeah, I think Nese.
He's had a great run. I've enjoyed Buddy Murphy's run as champion. All of the title matches, whether they've been pre-show or not, I've enjoyed them all. So kudos to that guy. But got to have a new champion at some point. And, after the build-up of the Cruiserweight tournament, like you said, it's Nese's hometown. For me, my money's on Nese.
Last time they did this was last year, wasn't it? And the tournament winner was Ali, was it not?
I genuinely can't remember.
Cedric Alexander.
He was the champion.
Oh, okay.
Cedric Alexander didn't win the title at Mania, did he?
No.
Not that I can even remember who he won it from.
Wasn't it a tournament for the vacant title after Neville?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yes, it was, yeah. And it was Ali Alexander.
Yeah, and Alexander won.
Yeah, and Alexander won.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
Okay. That's going to change my mentality then. I originally had Murphy, but I'm thinking about it a little bit more. How long ago was the Australian pay-per-view?
August?
So it's been 8 months.
Yeah, that's a decent title reign.
Yeah. Okay. Not certain, but I'm going to change my vote to Nese as well. Hometown guy.
Yeah. It'll be a nice kind of WrestleMania.
Murphy's been the champion a while, like you say.
Yeah. It's going to be a damn good match.
Although Nese has only just recently turned face. I don't know if they're willing to pull the trigger on that with a newly turned character. But then again, everybody else Murphy's beaten. So it may be time for fresh blood to win it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to go with Nese as well. Next, the SmackDown Live Tag Team 4-Way.
And who are our teams again?
The Bar.
The Boar.
The Boar, yeah. Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev.
What did you coin them earlier? The Odd Couple.
The Odd Couple, something like that, yeah. Black O'Shea. And the Superkick Brothers.
I think Black O'Shea.
Yeah.
I really want to see it. I think it'd be fucking amazing.
So do I. Black O'Shea is my answer as well.
That's another 3.
Wow, this is going well.
Yeah.
Lots of controversy. The reason is because they've had so many tag team title shots lately. They've got to win one.
Yeah, surely.
And if it's not going to be the one on Friday, which I'm sure is a dead certainty, it's got to be this one. They haven't won the Raw tag team titles. They've had like 3 opportunities in the last month at the Raw tag titles, and they haven't won them.
Yeah.
They're not going to win on Friday.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
And now they're suddenly out of the blue getting a SmackDown tag title shot. So my guess is also Black. I know the Usos only just got it, but Black O'Shea. I keep feeling like I'm being racist by saying that now, but I'm going to continue with it unless
sounds like
if people kick
a
off.
Black Irishman, doesn't it?
Black O'Shea.
They've
got enough tag teams on SmackDown already to have filled that slot with anybody.
Yeah. But they chose them.
And it's a bit weird that they would go, right, okay, you're wrestling Friday, you've been on the main roster, we need you to do Sunday as well.
Yeah.
So you need to do 2 pay-per-views this weekend.
Double duty weekend.
Yeah. And that doesn't usually happen unless it's the Rumble.
Yeah.
And even then, it's for like a 2-minute spot in the Rumble. But yeah, so I'm going with Blackochet because I honestly think any other team could have been. They've got like the Good Brothers, Sanity, New Day aren't even in this.
Yeah.
After all of their involvement in tag team stuff recently, in relation to the Kofi storyline,
they've not had.
Maybe that's why they're not in the tag title match.
Well, I was going to say we'll get to it later, but I think they'll be ringside for that, and that'll be their appearance.
So yeah, Blackochet, cool, awesome. Women's tag 4-way.
I think Bayley and Sasha will retain. Personally,
I feel like that's the smart move, but I've got this horrible feeling that it's gonna be like Natalya and Beth. I don't know why. They keep saying how Beth is back for one night only, but then she did wrestle on Raw this week.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. Yeah,
and it was like, okay, well, there's the back for one night only out the fucking window as I sit here in my once, twice in a lifetime t-shirt.
Yeah, they're good at that, aren't they?
Yeah, once in a lifetime match, 2 years in a row. I've just got this horrible feeling the Divas of Doom will win it. They've given them a name, the Divas of Doom. Like, I've got a feeling it'll be them.
Well, I'm going to go with Boss and Hug.
Yeah.
As much as I want the Iconics,
I
going with
love
Boss
the
and Hug.
Iconics.
Boss and Hug or Iconics, and I'm happy. If it's fucking Jackson Tamina, fucking flipping the table.
Yeah, I'll be pissed if it's Jackson Tamina. I will be like, this is so more deserving for a full-time team, up-and-comers, trying to get more people over. Could have been Rose and DeVille, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
If the Divas of Doom win it. Cool for Natalya. Beth, what are you doing? It's been 8 years. Why are you doing this? Mark out if the Iconics win.
Oh, yeah.
And, just be like, that seems like the good booking decision.
General satisfaction with Boss and Hug. Mark out over the Iconics.
Yep. Yeah. That's right.
Okay, so Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre.
I
think this is a pretty open and shut Roman Reigns, surely.
It's got to be Roman Reigns, surely. I don't see any way, shape or form that he's going to lose this. And I'll be shocked if McIntyre wins.
I think McIntyre can pull a good match out of Reigns as well. I think with the amount of experience he's got from going to the Indies and coming back again, I think he could pull a good match.
Yeah, but this is the thing when it comes to we can pull a good match. We know that certain wrestlers can pull a good match. It just depends on what the storyline is at the end, or what they're told the end moment has got to be, or if any shit's going to happen at the end, and how they decide to build up to it. Because you could have a match where Drew just puts him in a fucking chin lock for 10 minutes. And then suddenly Superman punch, and spear, and it's over. And you're like, what the hell? We know you can do better than that. That's I hope it's not, but it probably will be exactly what Angle Corbin is. Because Angle's just not fit enough to put on a proper match anymore.
No, he's really
one-on-one. This is why you're getting fucking Corbin and not John Cena. Because otherwise it'd be like, okay, I'm going to have to go at like a snail's pace, and it's going to be shit. Whereas Corbin's used to wrestling at a snail's pace, so you're not going to notice as much. Anyway.
So, we'll get to that. We'll come back to
anyway,
that.
sorry, went on a rant. Yeah, Roman's going to win.
Yeah.
Right. Assuming this is actually the match that... Oh, no, sorry. Skipping ahead a little bit there. So, yeah. Again, next one, I think, foregone conclusion. But Intercontinental title match. The almighty piece of shit versus the Demon Finn Balor.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't even be bothered to be courteous anymore.
He can't be bothered to wrestle, so why should he bother to him?
10 points to Nick. Have they done the Demon at Mania before?
No.
Oh, well, that's
I am so
all over
looking
then,
forward
isn't
to
it?
the debut.
It's not just that the Demon's never lost.
Has he not?
No, he's never lost when he does the Demon thing.
I think he might have one loss in NXT when he demoned and like a title defense that didn't
probably to Joe.
I think it was Joe. Yeah. I think I could well be.
Well, then on the main roster, he's never been.
Yeah. Either way, I'm looking forward to it. I always thought
why.
I want to
There's a match with Bobby Lashley in it.
No, sorry, I'm looking... Let's see. I didn't finish my own sentence.
Sorry.
I'm looking forward to the demon entrance.
Right.
Because I've always thought it'd be really fucking funny to watch him crawl all the fucking way down the
Well,
ramp.
like 2 miles down the bloody ramp.
Yeah. When he gets to the ring, I'll switch off after that.
See how long it takes the crowd to get tired before they stop raising their arms during the song. Yeah.
If they do it early enough in the night, everyone will be energetic enough to do it.
This would probably be the open. It could be the opener.
The problem is though with the demon, you kind of need darkness for that. Like the Undertaker's entrance, the Undertaker's entrance doesn't work when it's sunny.
Yeah. This is going to be an outdoor stadium again, right?
Yeah.
That was my next question. Is it outdoor or indoor?
I think it's outdoor.
Okay.
Again, not. Let's have a look. Stadium
They always
is,
try to get it outdoor now, don't they?
East Rutherford, New Jersey.
When was the last
Stadium.
time that it stopped? It wasn't outside.
Yeah, it's an outside
don't
stadium.
know.
It's definitely an outdoor stadium.
I know with a couple of these stadiums they do have closable roofs, but
Yeah. I think,
Anyway,
yeah.
so we're going with the demon, right?
Oh,
We're going with the
100%.
demon, yeah.
Okay,
100%. I can't. I would be pissed if it's any other way.
And I hope he fucking eats Leo Rush at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
So the next mid-card title match is Samoa Joe, the Samoan submission machine, versus Rey Mysterio Jr. Oh, he hasn't been called that in a while. Rey Mysterio, sorry. Master of the 619. That's if he gets over a sprained ankle by Sunday.
I think he will.
He probably will.
Now, he took a loss to Baron Corbin Monday night.
Yeah, he did.
Samoa Joe beat the artist formerly known as Mustafa Ali. Do we see the whole, in terms of the momentum game, that means that Rey's going to win?
I don't think Rey's going to win.
No, I don't see Rey winning.
I don't want him to win either. Honestly, I want Joe's title reign to mean something and not be like the last 3 reigns that preceded it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the US title has had a shocking 2019.
Yeah.
It's been bad before. This so far is atrocious. Simply atrocious for a title's history. Not that the Intercontinental's been much better.
No, I say, well, it's flip-flopping between Lashley and fucking Balor,
Yeah.
so...
I thought it was picking up.
Which is going to do again.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like...
Well, hopefully this time it lasts longer than the following Raw, and Balor does actually get to do something with it.
I feel like they've given it back to Lashley just so they can do a demon win at Mania with it.
Yeah.
Like, literally someone's gone, oh, we should have done that at Mania, and they've gone, oh, fuck, we've already done it, and they've gone, well, give it back on Raw, and we'll do it again in a couple of weeks.
Do a do-over, just like that whole, let's have a 4-way for the United States title. 2 weeks later. Let's have a 4-way with the exact same guys again.
That was good enough to be on a pay-per-view. Why didn't we?
Do it on the pay-per-view in the first place. But yeah, we ranted about that enough.
Yes, we did.
And unless you weren't here to rant, Nick,
Nope.
do you want to rant?
No.
No? Okay, cool.
You said most of the things that need to be said.
Right, so retirement match for the Olympic gold medalists. The Wrestling Machine, Kurt Angle, versus the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin.
Do either of you honestly see it going any other way than a Kurt win?
I seriously hope. He's retiring. He can't win.
Yeah, that's the thing. You go out on your back. That's tradition. You don't win.
The only person who's ever won their retirement match is Trish Stratus.
Really?
Yeah.
In the WWE, as far as I know.
Yeah. You never go out in front.
Now knowing that about a month ago would have helped.
That's what makes it more of
Why,
an
have you
insult
put
that
money
it's
down
Corbin.
on
No,
the
not-
Kurt Angle Baron Corbin match?
No, not at all. But like the way I've been thinking about it, I've just been like, oh, this is fucking bullshit. Like, I mean, it's definitely bullshit because it's fucking Corbin. But I mean, like we were saying, Angle is slow, and if you've seen him on the last couple of Raws, he's been really slow.
Yeah, these dream matches that everyone's been banging on about haven't lasted very long, have they?
No, they have not.
They didn't even do the AJ Styles one.
That was a shame.
But I watched the one with Samoa Joe, and I was like, it was over in 2 minutes. And yeah, Kurt didn't take any massive bumps or anything. So Joe barely did any of his repertoire in those 2 minutes. And then Kurt beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did want to go watch him versus Chad Gable. And I was like, if that's what we had with Samoa Joe, then maybe I won't bother. Anybody watch his match with Chad Gable? No, I think it's good.
I watched it. Can't remember it.
No, I can't remember it either.
Well, there you go. You've sold that to me then. Right, I shan't bother. Yeah, I hope this goes better than it seems on paper. And that's not because it's Baron Corbin, right? I must be the only guy who's like, I don't mind this fact.
I do like Baron Corbin. I mean, until I understood tradition, which I'm not a big fan of tradition anyway. I'll get to that another day. Okay. So
it makes the outcome predictable, yes. But, yeah, you don't... Here's the opportunity for Baron Corbin to pin Kurt Angle in his final match.
Yeah.
They probably feel that this is something that they can use to justify putting him in the title picture.
Yeah, probably.
He's kind of on the outskirts of that group at the moment.
Yeah.
They had him in that prominent position as the GM for how long? 3 or 4 months? He's the only guy who's won the bloody Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and they've actually done anything with him.
Yeah.
Money in the Bank winner. They tried to do something with him all the time. Hasn't always worked out for whatever reasons. But I think, yeah, even if Kurt wasn't retiring, I think that Corbin was going to win this.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would have put Corbin as the winner, but I've been thinking this whole thing is, well, does it matter who it's against? Kurt will win it. But
going with the tradition thing, like I say, I mean, they did it for Trish. This is Kurt Angle. So they might make an exception and have him win.
Yeah.
Go out with his head held high.
But then they didn't do it for Shawn Michaels. They didn't do it for Ric Flair. They haven't done it for any of the...
Well, Ric Flair... I see what you mean. But... Yeah, no. They could have easily won those matches.
Yeah.
But they also had stipulations to go with it, though, didn't they? It wasn't just they were having a WrestleMania match. Oh, no. What am I talking about? It's the same stipulation right now. Oh, no, he's going to retire anyway.
Yeah.
Their matches were... If you lose, you retire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So... That was it. It's like, okay, well, he's obviously not going to carry on after today, so he's got to lose today. There's no point having him turning up and then losing his match on Raw. What would be the point of that? So that's obviously why Flair and Michaels lost. Kurt's already announced he's retiring, so it's not like it's not like with Triple H where it's on the line.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, he could win, and they go, look, it's Kurt Angle, gold medalist, fuck's sake, the only gold medalist. Let's give him the win. But the way the business usually goes is put over the young guy on your way out. So I'm just going with Corbin.
You're going with Corbin? You're going with Corbin's?
I'm hoping there will be a swerve. I'm hoping that it will be like something quick with Corbin. Angle will win, and then they'll pull out someone else for him to lose against. But I think it will be Corbin. I wish they would do what I thought, but they won't. It'll be Corbin.
I did wonder why Cena has no match at Mania this year. And I did kind of...
Why do so many people not have matches at Mania this year?
Yeah.
Why is Luke Harper being made to return from injury on fucking Access? Why is Kevin Owens not in a match at WrestleMania? He was
not
back.
Even listed in the Battle Royal.
Exactly.
Yep.
Right. John Cena and The Undertaker. The Undertaker's not going to be at WrestleMania for the first time since 16.
Maybe, just maybe, Angle will beat Corbin. And then...
So a gauntlet match for the broken down Kurt Angle against Baron Corbin, John Cena, and The Undertaker.
Well, maybe The Undertaker will come back and go, that's not how it's supposed to be. It's time for you to rest in peace.
Maybe.
I mean, that would be fucking amazing.
John Cena is in New York right now. So he's obviously going to be there.
And The Undertaker has been photographed in... Like, he has a very specific way he does his hair when he's actually going to be wrestling as The Undertaker, and he's been photographed looking like that recently. So
yeah, because he's very grey.
The last photo I saw of him was after his massive weight loss recently. But yeah, Corbin.
Okay,
this is my vote.
Yeah. All right. So
I'm guessing Cena's probably going to interrupt an Elias segment or something like
that.
Probably.
Potentially. As the match stands, just Corbin, Angle. Nick, where do you stand?
Yeah, if that's what they went with, then Corbin.
Yeah.
It's a retirement match, that's how it goes.
I'm going to say Angle because that's what I've been thinking of it as for weeks. So I'm going to keep with that regardless of tradition and go against the grain.
Well, I'm also going to go with Corbin.
Yeah. So. I am hoping for something extra to happen within this match.
I think he deserves something memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it's not a shit fest.
Anyway.
Another possible retirement match. Batista and Triple H, no holds barred.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Excessively don't care about this match.
I know, right? It's going to be on like in between two matches you really want to see too. So.
I literally couldn't give a fuck. I think the funniest thing about this whole thing was on Raw this week, Batista turning up. The lights go down, he's got a spotlight on him. He grabs the mic and just points at the screen. There's a promo. Comes back and he just looks... I can't remember what he said, but he basically just went, fuck off, and then just threw it and walked off.
Yeah.
Was the sentiment behind it. And we just walked out, and I was just like, that's probably the best thing you could have said. Bye.
Good job they had the women smashing out cop cars then, because that would have been a shit Raw. You've got to give a prediction. We can't just go with who gives a fuck.
I prefer Triple H. I'm predicting Triple H. The frustration on his face.
I think Batista. I think, although Triple H clearly didn't want to put The Undertaker over, I think it's probably time for him to retire, and this is a good opportunity. It's on WrestleMania. Batista. As much as I don't care about this match, I doubt it's going to draw me in. That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm going with Batista as well. It'd be fucking stupid if Triple H is back in like 3 months' time for the Saudi Arabia show, though. Because Taker's coming back for that. That's guaranteed. Yeah, it's guaranteed. Taker's going to be at the Saudi show this year. But no confirmation as to whether he's going to be at Mania 3 days before.
Well, I mean,
not that we had confirmation last year, but it was like at least someone's challenging him. No one's even challenging him this year. Yeah, Batista. I don't want to see him ever again. Ever after this.
Yeah.
Not even for fucking anniversary segments or any of that shite.
Yeah.
Moving on to something that we actually do care about, though. The
Yes,
Miz
please.
versus Shane McMahon. Which has the potential to be a show stealer, I feel.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
I am very looking forward to this.
3 matches of the men's that I think are definite candidates for winning the show of the match of the night.
And that's
one of them. This is one of them, yeah.
I think the matches we're going to list in the next... Have we listed any others yet?
No, you haven't.
Right, so I'm guessing that the ones we're about to do in the next order are all 3 of the ones that you're saying then. Right, Miz and Shane. Falls count anywhere, which means no DQ. And bearing in mind that Sanity's been inserted into this in the last 2 weeks, so...
Shane's going to have some help.
Yeah.
Interesting.
At least Sanity got some TV time.
Well, yeah, that's one thing.
They got beaten.
Yeah, but all 3 of them got beaten up by Miz on Tuesday.
Yeah, he beat them in a 3-on-1 handicap match.
Of course he did.
Well, it just turned into a brawl backstage, and he beat up all 3 of them. I was like, really? I couldn't see you beating Eric Young, who's smaller than you, let alone him, Dane, and Wolf at the same time. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Dane is like someone you would not want to run into in a dark alley.
Not at all.
Not in a well-lit alley.
Unless you're Nikki Cross, who married him. But, yeah.
Someone has to.
Prediction?
I think Miz will win.
Yeah, I think Miz.
I'm going to go with Miz as well. Usually when Shane has one of these, well, historically, like 15 odd years ago, or no, actually 20 years ago, when Shane would have when he was the heel and he was going up against someone far bigger or stronger than him, he'd have like a whole bunch of guys come out to help him, and he rarely won. He would usually lose anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that. Yeah, I mean, Miz took all the losses in those tag matches. His old man has been assaulted by the years. So yeah, I'm going to go with Miz winning.
Yeah, it's a sensible, face victory.
Okay, what I'm guessing is going to be your number 2 candidate for potential match of the night. Randy Orton versus AJ Styles.
Yes, I can't fucking wait for this match. I never thought I would be hyped for a Randy Orton match, but here we are.
It's been a long time since I've been hyped for a Randy Orton match, but yeah, I am.
I get hyped for Styles.
I mean, yeah, that is the main
Orton,
bit of hype.
It just so happens that he's wrestling Randy Orton.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the way I'm looking at this, and I'm just like, I'm kind of on the fence with it, to be honest. I'm not sure that I care enough because of Orton.
I think he's about the right size. Styles is about the right size and weight for Orton to be able to pull off some of his more weird offense that he used to do back in the day. Hopefully, it's not just going to be, hey, look how fast I can do my power slam, and here's my draping DDT.
Oh, and here's my RKO. You didn't see that
here's
coming.
my stomping on every limb as slowly as possible. And then, I tease the RKO, and then I just do it.
Yeah.
If that's what we get.
That with the influence of AJ, we'll get something much better.
Yeah.
Hell, if he can do it with Cena, he can do it with Orton.
Oh, definitely.
It's just down to, again, whether Orton can be bothered.
Yeah, we'll all be looking to see what his face says as he walks out.
Yeah.
So if he walks out frowning, we're like, this match is going to be shit.
Yeah.
But if he comes out all cocky and happy, it's like,
he's probably going to be good, yeah.
Yeah, he's winning.
Who
do you think is going to win, though?
I never bet against AJ Styles.
Yeah, I was thinking Styles.
I'm going with Orton.
I think it'd be.
What was the last thing he won? The Hell in a Cell match against Jeff Hardy?
Yeah.
Although Styles has been on a bit of a downward spiral momentum-wise as well, hasn't he? So difficult to call, but I'm going to go with Orton. Even if, and also I'm having the theory of, fuck the indies from Vince McMahon. Have my guy, my homegrown talent, beat the indie darling.
But then he got to do that at Styles' first WrestleMania, up against Chris Jericho.
That's true, but they've been hyping it a lot for this one. So as long as Randy Orton doesn't just do one move, then we'll be alright.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really, really good. I'm looking forward to it.
And I'm guessing that your third match of the year candidate is going to be Seth Lesnar?
Said quite literally, no one ever.
Cool, yeah, exactly. Kofi Kingston, Daniel Bryan.
Oh, yeah.
Kofi Kingston, assuming is going to be accompanied by the other members of the New Day, and Daniel Bryan's going to be accompanied by Eric Rowan in some heavy metal t-shirt of some description.
Yep.
Maybe, just maybe, we'll get Harper there as well. Maybe that's...
Or Bray. Who
Bray.
knows?
Yep.
Where the fuck's he been?
Yep.
Apart from doing his hair and out giving his unborn children weird names.
What? Tell me later.
He and JoJo are having a kid.
Yep.
I can't remember what it is off the top of my head right this second, but the name
But it's
he's given
a
it is weird.
Yep.
Well. That's that.
Yep.
Good for him.
Is Kofi Kingston winning the fucking hemp belt or what?
I really hope so. I really want him to win it.
That's a hope.
I don't think he will. And I'll get into it in a second.
Okay, to tell you how into this, I am 100% wearing my New Day t-shirt for WrestleMania. Okay, that's how deep into him winning this I am. I want him to win. End of story.
So you're going with Kofi?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go with Bryan.
I'm predicting Bryan.
Your reason for predicting Bryan?
Vince.
Go on.
They've just been given, it's built up so perfectly for Kofi to win at Mania, and Vince barely ever does that. I can see it now. It's just like, you've spent months building to this wonderful. No. I've just got it in my head. It's like something's going to happen. Like you said, either Harper maybe or Bray, whatever. Something's going to happen. He's not going to win it. I don't think he'll win it. I think he will win it this year. I don't think it'll be Sunday. That is my prediction.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Bryan too.
I really, really want Kofi to win.
Also because of Vince, but for a completely different reason.
Go on.
Vince doesn't make black guys the champion.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, and he doesn't even get them to be challengers. Like, the last person to challenge for the WWE, last black person to challenge for the WWE Heavyweight Championship, who was it?
Well, I was going to say Booker T. I don't remember anybody else in between.
Mark Henry.
Oh, yeah.
Like 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, I forgot about him being the champion.
Mm.
Because Booker and him are like the only two in like 40 years.
Something like that, yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah. I see this being the catalyst of breaking up the New Day.
Agreed.
Personally. I see them turning on him for not winning it. We had to do all this shit to get you in that fucking match and you threw it away. Fuck you. Except, more New Day-ish.
So a pancake to the face.
Yeah. I don't know how that would pan out. Do they stay a tag team? Do they split up as well? Does it implode completely? Does it become Xavier and Big E versus Kofi?
I would hope if it's going to split, it's a full split. And they have a triple threat at the next
And then watch Big E just be a heel in mid-card limbo and watch Xavier go...
Yeah, I really don't want to see that.
Which is what would happen.
Yeah, it is. You're right. It's completely what would happen. I just.
What else can you do other than play the trombone, pal? Oh, I can wrestle and play video games. No.
Anyone could do that.
You're going to be our Black Kurt Hawkins.
I just really want Big E to have a big singles push. Like, I want him to win Money in the Bank and just fuck with people for months. As a heel, I think that would be fucking hilarious.
I completely agree with your sentiment of I want to see Kofi win it eventually, but not yet. Not based on a storyline of I replaced somebody else in a fucking chamber match and then everybody cheered a lot, so I got the title match at Mania because they didn't put any more thought into it.
Yeah,
which is seemingly how it looks. They've put so little thought into the build of any of these matches.
Yeah,
and even the ones they have put, build into, it's been a convoluted mess. This triple threat match, right?
Yeah.
It's gotten to the point where I'm just like, just get on with it. Get on with it. I do not care anymore.
That match was ready like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Like, it is currently overbaked.
All the crap that's gone on in between has made me think, is it really worth it? I know it is. And I know it's going to be a fucking amazing match, but I've just, the last month.
It's been hard fucking work to get there. It better be fucking good.
Yeah, it's got a lot to live up to.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan's retaining.
But anyway.
We've got a lot. So far, we've only said 2 title changes.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think a title change there, but you guys don't.
As I say, I've got 2 more title changes to come.
Lesnar Rollins. Seth Rollins, the architect. The winner of this year's Royal Rumble, thank you. Kingslayer, yep.
Potentially Slayer.
The Beast incarnate. The Conqueror. Brock Lobster.
Brock Laser. Yeah. I think it's a surefire Rollins victory. Like, unless they do what happened last year and decide Brock Lesnar re-signs on the day, I don't see him walking away with that title.
I just want him to go away.
Yeah, likewise.
I just want him to go away. Like,
Leave Paul.
Could be Baba Tunde in this match, and I'd want him to win over Lesnar.
Yeah. I want Brock to go back to the UFC. Leave Paul Lesnar to hype up Paul Heyman. Fucking hell. Leave Paul Heyman to hype up someone else.
Heyman probably would change his name to Lesnar if he could. Yeah, if Brock would adopt him.
Yeah. My client and adopted father.
My client and daddy. Would be you.
I'm sure I showed it to Toby, but there was this video on Facebook, and it was this animated thing that somebody had done for Fastlane 2 years ago when Goldberg won the title from Owens.
Yeah.
And basically, it was showing. It was this guy doing a fake, doing a mock imitation of Mauro Ranallo for the commentary. Okay. So every time something happened, he'd go "Mamma Mia" at the end. But every match was Roman Reigns.
Okay.
So he ended up winning every single championship. So he'd win like the Intercontinental Championship, and then he'd win the tag team titles on his own, and then he'd win the Women's Championship, and then he'd win the Cruiserweight Championship. And then they got to the end where it's like, right, it's Goldberg versus Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens has now... he spears Kevin Owens. Jackhammer, 1, 2, 3. Bill Goldberg is now the world champion. Sorry, the Universal Champion. Mamma mia. Yeah. And Bill Goldberg brings in his son, and they're celebrating his title win. And wait, here's Roman Reigns with a Superman punch, and he punches the kid off of Goldberg's shoulders. And then he spears Goldberg, and he goes, Mamma mia, Roman Reigns is now this kid's father. It's like,
I thought you were going to say the kid turns out to actually be Roman Reigns.
Yes, I thought you were going.
But yeah, Lesnar.
Really?
Yeah, because I see them shitting on the fans. I see them shitting on the fans this year.
I don't like the future you're planning.
Neither do I.
I don't want to live there.
But I've already been living it for the last 3 months, and it's been a mess. And I don't like this future either, but that's what I do not see Kofi Kingston's 11-year dream coming to fruition against Daniel Bryan. I see Lesnar going, yeah, I will stay, and fucking Seth Rollins gets suplexed for 30 minutes, gets our hopes up and loses anyway. And them going, look, you got your fucking women's main event, yeah? You're not getting fucking everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
They did exactly what I also said. They haven't done exactly what they said, but they did it even... more blatant by having Charlotte Flair win the SmackDown Women's Championship 2 weeks before the title match.
Yeah.
Alright, Becky Lynch is going to win, but fuck you, we're going to have Charlotte break the record anyway, so that we can still sit here and say she's the greatest of all time, regardless of what you all think. We'll keep Becky Lynch around. We'll give her a new deal because she's made us a lot of money this year, so she's guaranteed to make us lots of money next year and for the next 5 years. You'd think they would have learned that's not how it always works by now, but yeah. So they're keeping Becky around for as long as possible to milk that, but they still fucking love Charlotte Flair, so she's getting the accolade.
Yeah.
Unifying the title, though.
I think I don't like that personally. I don't like unifying the women's titles. Like, I want to see 2 women's title matches on the card. Yeah. I mean, okay, having a women's tag division does kind of dig into their roster too, quite deeply, because it's fucking shallow as it is.
But at least you're getting 6 women on a pay-per-view.
Exactly. Instead of
just 4.
4, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But you're right, it could have been 8.
Yeah.
Or, well, this time it would have been 13. Well, they're all going to... Well, you're going to be on the pre-show, so that doesn't really count.
Yeah.
Lesnar. I see them, going fuck you.
I really hope not. I'm going to be so pissed off with WWE.
That's the one I want to be wrong on. I want a lot of these predictions to be wrong, actually. I don't want to be right for a lot of these. And most of them I don't care. But yeah, I'm going with Lesnar. You're both going with Rollins, so yeah?
I'm going with Rollins. I'm worried that it won't be.
In terms of betting odds, just so you know, I know it's fucking weird that people bet on this, but
it is very weird.
The betting odds for that match changed like literally 2 days ago from Rollins to Lesnar.
Oh, really?
In him winning, yeah. And they're usually pretty spot on with those. People do not win a lot on wrestling betting. And then, so we come to the main event.
Yep.
The women's triple threat match for both Raw and SmackDown Live women's championships. Becky Lynch, the Queen Charlotte Flair, and Rowdy Ronda Rousey. This is a foregone conclusion too, right?
I'm pretty sure.
It's got to be Becky, right?
A lot of people are saying, well, you know how we've been saying that Rousey's going to leave? She's not going to leave. Well, we're not sure if she's going to leave.
Yeah.
So if she decides to stay, they might decide to pull her. Oh, the UFC person's decided to stay. Keep them as the champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might.
So a lot of people are speculating that Rousey may have a better chance of winning than we think. It's not set in stone that Becky Lynch is going to win. Nobody seems to think there's a snowflake's chance in hell. Sorry, everybody thinks there's a snowflake's chance in hell of Charlotte winning. But that would be the ultimate fuck you, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be the ultimate fuck you?
I imagine she's probably eating the pin. Like, my prediction's Becky. But yeah, I definitely agree that if Ronda's staying, there's an increased chance for her retaining.
Yeah, I think if either Ronda or Becky win, they'll pin Charlotte.
Surely this is going to be a pin. Surely this is going to be a submission victory.
Yeah, submission. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
all three women have submission finishes.
That's a good point.
I must admit, I'm kind of upset that they didn't just, rather than having Charlotte take that title, and I can see, they want to get that accolade on her, they didn't just add Asuka to the match. For fuck's sake, she's got nothing doing at WrestleMania. They could have just made it a fatal 4-way and have your 2 champions and 4 of the best women on the roster in one match. That would have been better to me.
They do already have 2 4-way matches. Granted, they're both tag matches, but you don't want too many of your matches being the same, do you?
I suppose.
I guess not.
I will say, though, I love...
No holds barred and Falls Count Anywhere
basically
are the same match.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved the April Fool's thing on Monday. Do you see this?
Oh, yeah.
It started off with Stephanie coming out and being like...
Oh, yeah, I'm the
so
I'm
we're
the
going to add a 4th person to the match, and it's going to be me! I was like...
I did hear about it.
April Fools! And I was like, that was funny.
Yeah, I did I didn't see it, but I heard about it. Yeah.
It's the first thing that happens on Raw. It's fucking brilliant.
I was quite surprised. I watched today, I looked up the Charlotte Asuka match, and I am shocked that when she won, the entire arena did not boo the fuck out of the building. It was kind of a weird mix of fans who were unhappy but not booing loudly, shocked people that the title changed 2 weeks before Mania, and people that were genuinely happy she won.
Yeah, I'm happy. If the title was going to change, I'm happy it went to Charlotte. But I'm pissed that they did that to Asuka. I'm pissed that they didn't just go, let's add you to the match. Because she fucking deserves that. She's been second fiddle to to those 3 ever since that feud was a thing. She's been the afterthought.
Yeah. That's bullshit as well.
And she's,
It's just not just that. The problem is that they've taken the only 2 other big names on the SmackDown Live roster and put them in a Raw match.
Yeah.
So Asuka's got no one to wrestle against. She could have had Mandy Rose again, but I'm guessing they weren't happy with the way it went last time.
She could have had Sonya.
Yeah, great.
She could have had Lacey Evans.
That apparently was the original plan, was to have Asuka versus Lacey Evans. Lord knows why. They thought that would be WrestleMania worthy. It depends on what the plan is. If they're unifying the title, then I get it. They could have added Asuka, but she's not been in the storyline. It would feel shoehorned in.
Yeah, I guess.
They'd just be throwing her in for the sake of it, I guess.
Yeah.
If they're not unifying the titles, what was the point?
Yeah.
Of having both belts on the line. I really wouldn't understand it then. I'm guessing this is going for a unified champion thing.
Yeah, it looks like...
Why else do winner take all?
Yeah.
Because they've had that before, haven't they? They had... remember they used to do the Night of Champions gimmick?
Yeah.
They had... the first time they did it when the ECW brand still existed, the main event was John Cena, Booker T... King Booker! Sorry. And the Big Show. Because Big Show was ECW champion, Booker T was World Heavyweight champion, and Cena was WWE champion. And they were basically like, right, spin the wheel to decide which of the 3 championships are actually on the line, and it ended up being Booker's, and he retained because he got the pinfall.
Yeah.
Whereas one of the others would become a dual champion.
Yeah.
If it was, it would be really convoluted, I guess, in a way, if they did it where it's like, right, okay, whoever pins who gets whoever's championship, but Becky doesn't have one.
Yeah.
Because then the other 2 will be like, well, why would I pin Becky? I want to be a double champion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And Lynch would just be like, well, I'll pin either of them.
Yeah, I think that someone suggested that basically, if one of the 2 champions won the match, they'd retain their title, whoever they pinned. And then if Becky won, she'd take the title of whoever she beat. Yeah. But still convoluted. It's so much cleaner to just have that unification. Yeah, but it's a shame to lump all of your roster now into one pot.
I will understand and be totally satisfied if Lynch when Lynch wins. I will be disappointed, pissed if Rousey retains.
Yeah.
I'll blow my load if Charlotte wins.
You know what? I had a very similar conversation with somebody at work today about this, where we basically both said, you know, if Rousey wins, this will be a fucking riot. If the other two win, fine.
Yeah.
Like, happy either way for me. Like,
no, you don't understand, Toby. I will blow my load in front of you. Both.
Oh, God.
I understand.
If Charlotte Flair wins.
I will bring an umbrella just in case.
Bring eye protection as well.
I would.
Yes.
Sanitary towels. But yeah, so, right. They might suddenly come up with an idea of having a Raw tag title match between the Revival and Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, all fucking people.
Okay.
Quick prediction if that happens?
Got to be Revival.
It's got to be the Revival.
Although, I mean, they've got that whole story of like him
losing streak
and trying to break that. Mania is a good place to beat it.
Revival are still moaning.
It'd be so annoying if that's if the Revival are the team that they beat for it. That would be stupid.
Rumours of Vince possibly breaking them up for being a pain in the ass.
Oh,
Fuck
you,
yeah,
Vince.
read that today. Yep.
Fuck.
But yeah, as much as I would want Revival to win, I think that Hawkins and Ryder would probably do it because this stupid losing streak bullshit's gone on long enough.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. It's still 4 days from now.
yeah.
So, hell, we could end up with a completely different card by the time you've listened to this. Or they could pull another fast lane and change it on the night.
Yep.
But based on our current cards...
Fantasy thing I'd like to see for that. Sorry, just thinking about the Raw Women's title, Raw tag title. Maybe we could even get Big E and Xavier challenging the Revival, just as a bit of a cross-brand match, since they haven't got a match.
Were they in the
I don't
Battle
think
Royal?
they're in the Battle Royal. I don't
Right,
see them on
okay.
the list.
They're available to wrestle.
They are, yeah. They are something to wrestle with.
Hey.
Not sponsored. It would be a match I'd really like to see. New Day versus the Revival.
If given the time, yeah. But remember, gentlemen, we could still potentially have a repeat of Sheamus Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
At any point.
Yeah, any one of those matches could go real short.
Which...
That was probably a match that, journalists like ourselves were really looking forward to.
I was looking forward to it that year. I just glossed over that.
You hear that, Yuki? We're journalists. I know, I think that's hilarious too.
We report news, don't we? So therefore, we are journalists.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, back to serious matters. Yeah. We could still end up with an 8-second fucking title match at any minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget.
Joe Mysterio could go real short.
That's 15 matches, you said there, right?
Yeah.
So we're also going to have the Hall of Fame spot where they come out and say it was in Hall of Fame.
And some kind of musical interlude.
Some kind of musical
Probably
interlude. A bit of an Elias-ness.
Elias and
and
Flo
there's going
Rida.
to be a moment of bliss in there as well.
Yeah, she's going to have to appear a couple of times. Yep.
Oh, she's hosting.
She's
isn't
the
she?
host. Yes.
Yeah. So, I think a couple of those matches will go short.
Mm.
No, it depends.
I reckon, 10 minutes it takes for the fucking demon to crawl his way down to the ring and then pins Lashley in 2 seconds. I'd be alright with that.
Yeah, I don't see the women's tag match going on that long.
No, hopefully not.
Maybe
Only for the safety of everybody else involved with Jackson Tamina.
Yeah. Get them out the storyline fast.
Finn Coup de Grace's what's his name through Bobby Lashley.
What's his name?
Leo Rush. That's
The hype man.
Yes, the budget Paul Heyman. Very low budget Paul Heyman.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Bargain basement.
Yes, yeah.
Reject bin.
Clearance. Stock clearance Paul Heyman.
Poundland.
Miz will probably have to hug his dad or some shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or Maurice will come out to announce she's had her nails done or something.
I wonder if Shane's kids will be there. considering he's the heel.
Cheering him on in the front row.
Yeah.
Go, Daddy! It wouldn't have been funny
his ass.
if Mrs. Dad went over and punched Shane's kids.
There's a spot where...
Or Miz dragged him out of the ring and beat him up in front of them.
Well, I mean, Shane's the heel, right? So
Yeah.
Shane's kids beating up Mrs. Dad. Surely.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
That's the
Mrs.
heel
Dad
turn.
climbs over and tries to get involved, and the three kids come out of nowhere and take him down. Triple powerbomb through a table.
Yeah, because
it's
that's
a
how
shield
good
bomb.
the security is these days. Then
Yeah.
they could probably get away with that.
Yeah. Well, if we've got some random thing going on like that, remember when fucking Gronkowski was in the Battle Royal, well, got involved in the Battle Royal.
Well,
and
the security guard did
tried...
actually try to stop him, even though
Yeah.
he was supposed to jump over. Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
Idiot. So, this has been another episode of the Zamboni Wrestling Podcast, where we gave you our predictions of the outcomes of the matches for NXT Takeover New York and Wrestlemania 35. The next time you hear our soothing voices will be in the aftermath of these two shows when we review them.
Yep.
So, Takeover is this Friday night. We're going to be recording our review show of that the following day.
Potentially
If all
Saturday.
goes well.
Yeah,
and
Saturday, I imagine.
we're not too hungover or still too drunk to function.
Either or.
So you may very well hear that Sunday.
That's the aim, yeah.
Okay, as early as Sunday before Mania. And then none of us are working the day after Mania, so yeah, we'll be staying up and getting trashed for that again. So we'll probably be recording our review show for that again the day after.
Yep.
And then that will be down to whenever Toby wants to put it up.
And I'm working earlies next week, so I'll have more time to edit the fucking thing. So
Sweet.
we'll see how long we can make Mania go on for.
Cushy. And then when are we likely to return after that? Because we'll have to talk about news within the coming month, I suppose, will we?
Yeah, somewhere probably a halfway point between then and the next pay-per-view.
Which I'm guessing is going to be Backlash.
I imagine so, yeah.
I read somewhere, and I'm highly sure this is wrong, that it was Money in the Bank next.
They have changed the dates, the order of the pay-per-views.
Yeah, so we could very much have Money in the Bank
Money in
next.
the Bank is next, according to this.
Yeah.
How many weeks is it after Mania?
Money in the Bank is going to be held on... Give me a date, you bastards.
July.
Yeah, they're skipping the next 2 months.
May 19th.
So a
just
month,
over
month and
a
a
month.
half.
Just over a month, yeah. So maybe somewhere early May.
Yeah, beginning of May, I say.
Yeah, and then the prediction show a few days before.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Christy, so yeah, that's the planned schedule for the next 2 episodes of the Zamboni Wrestling Podcast. You heard it here first, because that's literally when we just came up with it. You can't hear it any sooner than that. And yeah, this has been...
Mr. Toby Smash.
And this has been...
Mr. Nick Bartlett.
And I am the Mark of Zorina. And this has been the Zamboni Wrestling Podcast.
Yeah, thank you.
Good to have you back,
See
Nick.
you after Mania.
Good to be back. Thank you, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.